class 9. Dear students, in the previous video we learned the operations of the polynomials, including the synthetic division and the linear division, right? In this video we are going to learn the value of polynomials, remainder theorem and factor theorem. Okay, so let's start with the value of a polynomial. In a polynomial, if a variable is replaced by a number, then we get the value of a polynomial. For example, if x plus 3, this is a polynomial. In this polynomial, if we put the value of x as a 5, okay, then this variable is replaced by the number, that is 5. So here we get 5 plus 3, 8. So 8 is the value of this polynomial, x plus 3. Okay. So here if p in bracket x is a polynomial in x, then the value of this polynomial for x is equal to a is written as p in bracket a. Now here we put the value of x as a 5. So we can say this polynomial as in this way. Okay. So here we'll put the value of x as a 5. So in this way we can find out the value of a polynomial. Now let's find out the value of this polynomial. So here for x is equal to 0, find the value of the polynomial x square minus 5x plus 5. Okay. So let's find out the value of this polynomial. So this is the polynomial in x, so we'll write it this way. X square minus 5x plus 5. Now here we ask to put the value of x as a 0. Therefore, what value of x is given, that only we will put here in the bracket. Okay? And wherever there is a x, we will replace that x by the 0. Okay? Now x square, that is 0 square minus 5 into x, that is 5 into 0 plus 5. So 0 square, 0. Then 5 into 0, 0. We may say here plus 5 or negative 5 because 0 don't have any value, plus 5. So in this way 0 plus 0 plus 5. So in this way we got the value of this polynomial. For x is equal to 0, we got its value as a 5. Now let's see the next example. If p in bracket y is equal to y square minus 3 root 2y plus 1, then we have to find out the p in bracket 3 root 2. Now here instead of this y, we have to put the value of y as a 3 root 2. Okay, so let's first write down the given polynomial in y, that is y square minus 3 root 2y plus 1. Now here the value of y we have to put it as a 3 root 2. Okay, so let's put here y square, it means 3 root 2 bracket square minus 3 root 2 into y. So value of y 3 root 2 and this plus 1. Now here square of 3 root 2. So square of 3 9 and square of root 2 is 2. Right? We get root 4 and root 4 is nothing but 2. Then here 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. Okay? So here 3 3s are 9 into root 2 into root 2, that is 2 plus 1. 9 2s are 18 minus 9 2s are 18 plus this 1. Now here 18 minus 18, 0. Which one we get? That's also here. We'll get the answer of this polynomial as a 1. Let's see one more example. If polynomial in m is equal to m cube plus 2m square minus m plus 10, this is the polynomial, then we have to find out the P in bracket a plus P in bracket negative a is equal to what? So we have to find out here value of this sum of these two polynomials. Okay. So here polynomial in a. So here we put the value of the given polynomial. We'll put the value of m as a. Okay. So let's solve this. Polynomial in m is equal to m³ plus 2m square minus m plus 10. This is the given polynomial. Okay. Then we are asked to find out the value of these two polynomials, sum of these two polynomials. Okay. So let's first put the m as a. Okay. Then we'll say here polynomial in a is equal to m³, that is a³ plus 2m square. So instead of m, we'll say a square minus a plus 10. Okay, now we are not able to solve this, so it will be as this. Let's give it as a 1. Okay, now again we have to find out the polynomial in negative a. It means we'll put the value of this m as negative a. So p in the bracket negative a is equal to, now here m³ means negative a³ plus 2m square. M square means negative a square minus a, that is negative a plus 10. Now let's write down this value. Now here cube of negative a. So we are knowing that cube of negative number is negative, cube of positive number is positive. So here cube of negative a will be negative a. Okay, plus 2. Now here square of negative a. We are knowing that square value of any number, whether the number is positive or negative, its value is always positive. So here square of negative a will be a square only, right? Positive a square. Then here outer bracket negative sign is there, so this bracket sign will change. So here it is negative, it will become positive. Positive a plus 10. Okay, so in this way we got the value of this p bracket negative a as this. Okay, let's give it as a second. Now we have to find out the value of this. So let's write down this p in bracket a plus p in bracket negative a. Now here what is the value of this polynomial in a? That is a³ plus 2a square minus a plus 10. Okay, this is the value of this first polynomial in a. Now plus now polynomial in negative a. So let's put its value, that is now here negative a³ plus 2a square plus a plus 10. Okay, let's solve this. Now here this is in a bracket. First we will take it out. a³ plus 2a square minus a plus 10. Now here out of bracket positive sign is there, so bracket sign will not change. So it will be negative only. Plus 2a square plus a plus 10. Okay. Now let's see the like terms. So here a³ is positive and this a³ is negative. So it will get cancelled. Okay, again here 2a square and here also 2a square, both are with the same sign, and we are knowing that same sign addition. So 2a square plus 2a square, that is 4a square. Okay, and this negative a and this is positive a, it will also get cancelled, and here plus 10, that is 20. Okay, so in this way value of this is 4a square plus 20. Now next students, we learn how to divide the polynomials by different division methods like linear division method or synthetic division method. And just now we have learned how to find out the value of a polynomial. Okay. Now let's see what is the relation between the value of polynomial and the division of the polynomial. Okay. Let's see here. Now here we have a question. Divide polynomial in x, that is 4x square minus x plus 2 by x plus 1. Okay, let's divide this polynomial. So here we can divide it by any method. So now I am going to use here the synthetic division. Okay. Now here in the synthetic division we have to write the given polynomial in the coefficient form. Okay. So let's write down that 4, negative 1 and 2. Now here it will be divided by x plus 1, that is, as here x plus 1 is there, so we take its opposite value, that is negative 1. Okay. Now this first number will be as it is. Now negative 1 into 4, that is negative 4. So here 1 is negative, 4 is also negative, same sign, addition. So according to that here we get negative 5. Okay. Now negative 5 into negative 1. Product of same sign positive. So according to that here 5 is the 5, positive 5. And 2 plus 5 will get 7. Okay. So this is the remainder. Right? Let's write down the quotient. Quotient, as two coefficients are there, so degree is 1. So we'll get here 4x minus 5 and the remainder is 7. Okay. Now let's find out the value of this polynomial. 4x square minus x plus 2. Now here x plus 1 is there. So we'll put the value of x as a negative 1. So here 4 in bracket negative 1 square minus x, that is negative 1 plus 2. Now here 4 square of negative 1 will be positive 1. And here out of bracket negative sign is there, so bracket sign will change. So here it is negative, it will become positive plus 2. 4 ones are 4 plus 1 plus 2. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 7. Now value of this polynomial for negative 1 is 7. Okay. Now here, if we give it as a first and this is as a second. Now let's compare this first and second. In the division, we got the remainder 7. And here, value of polynomial, we got 7. Right? The given polynomial 4x square minus x plus 2, when it is divided by x plus 1, then the remainder is 7. Okay? And when we put the value of in this polynomial as x is equal to negative 1, then we got the value of this polynomial is 7. Right? So here remainder and the value of polynomial both are equal. Right? This is only the remainder theorem. Okay. So for any polynomial in x, when it is divided by any polynomial in x, when it is divided by x plus 1, right? Then the remainder will be here if it is divided by x plus a, then the remainder will be p in bracket negative a, because here we'll put the value of x as a value of x as a negative a. This value of this polynomial and here the remainder both will be equal, right? So dear students, we learn the remainder theorem, in which we studied that the value of a polynomial and the remainder of the division both are equal, right? Now suppose 48 is divided by 8, then the remainder is 0. So we say that 8 is the factor of 48, right? In the same way, in the division of two polynomials, if the divisor polynomial polynomial is divided by, if the dividend polynomial is divided by a divisor polynomial and the remainder is 0, then the divisor polynomial is the factor of the dividend polynomial, right? If the remainder is 0, then we can say that divisor is the factor of dividend, right? Now let's see some examples. Now here I have wrote the two examples. See the first example, if polynomial in x is equal to x cube plus 4x minus 5 is divided by x minus 1, then find the remainder and hence determine whether x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial in x or not. So here first of all we have to find out the remainder, and after finding the remainder we have to decide whether this x minus 1 is the factor of this polynomial or not. So dear student, we have studied the remainder theorem in which the value of polynomial is equal to the remainder. So here we did not have to do the division. We'll find out the value of polynomial. So let's find out. So here what value of x we'll put here? As here negative 1 is there, x minus 1 is there. So its opposite we'll put, that is plus 1. So here polynomial in 1. So here x cube, that is 1 cube plus 4 into 1 minus 5. Okay. So here cube of 1, 1. Then 4 ones are 4 minus 5. 4 plus 1, 5. Minus this 5. 5 minus 5, 0. Okay. So here we got the value of this polynomial 0. It means the remainder is 0. So by the remainder theorem, here as we got the value of this polynomial, we got 0. So we can say that this x minus 1 is the factor of this polynomial x cube plus 4x minus 5. Okay. Now let's see another example. Now here we have the same polynomial. So polynomial in x is equal to x cube plus 4x minus 5. Same polynomial is there. Now this polynomial is going to divide by x plus 2. And here also we have to find out the remainder, and after that we have to decide whether this x plus 2 is the factor of this polynomial or not. Okay. So let's find out that. So here also to find out the remainder, we will find out the value of this polynomial. And here what value of x we put? X plus 2 is there. So we will put the value of x as a negative 2. Okay. So p in bracket negative 2 x cube, that is negative 2 cube plus 4 into negative 2 minus 5. Okay. So as we know that cube of negative value is, negative number is negative. So here cube of 2 is 8, and as it is a negative, that's why negative 8. Okay. Then 4 is positive, 2 is negative. Product of different side negative. So 4 2s are 8. That is negative 8 minus 5. Okay. So here negative 8 minus 8. Same sign, addition. That is negative 16 minus 5. Again same sign, addition, and sign of bigger number. So in this way, the value of this polynomial we got negative 21. Okay. Now here by the remainder theorem, here the remainder is not 0. By remainder theorem, here the remainder is not 0. So we can say that this x plus 2 is not a factor of this polynomial. So if we get the value of this polynomial as 0, then only we will say here it is a factor. But here we are getting here it is not equal to 0. We are getting the value of this polynomial in x. We are getting it as a -1. That's why this x plus 2 is not a factor of this polynomial. Okay. While in this case, here we got the remainder 0. That's why x minus 1 is the factor of this polynomial. Okay. Now let's solve the example based on the remainder theorem. Okay. So here we have the question: if the value of the polynomial m cube plus 2m plus a is 12 for n is equal to 2, then find the value of a. Okay. So dear students, in this question, the variable is m. Okay. And if we put the value of m as 2, then we will get the value of this polynomial as 12. Then we have to find out the value of this a. Okay. So let's solve this. So here polynomial in m is equal to m cube plus 2m plus a. So here the value of this polynomial is given 12. Okay. Is equal to. Now here first we will say put the value of m as 2. Okay. Let's put that. So here m cube, that is cube of 2 plus 2 into n, that is 2 plus a. Okay. And the value of this polynomial for m is equal to 2 is given 12. Okay. So here cube of 2, that is 8 plus 2 to the 4 plus a. Okay. Now here 12 is equal to 8 plus 4, 12 plus a. Okay. Now here we want to find out the value of a. Keep the a here only, and let's transfer this positive 12 to the left hand side. So it will be negative. Okay. So in this way, we'll get the value of a as 12 minus 12, 0. Okay. So here the value of a is 0 if m is equal to 2. Now dear student, we have here another example. If the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2 and the remainder is 50, then find the value of n. Okay. In the previous question, there also we were given with the value of remainder and value of variable was given. Okay. Now here, instead of giving the value of variable, we are given with the divisor. Okay. The divisor is y plus 2. It means the value of y is, as here plus 2 is there, so value of y will be its opposite, that is -2. Okay. And remainder is given 50. So in the remainder theorem we have learned the value of any polynomial is equal to the remainder, right? So let's use the remainder theorem. So here polynomial in y is equal to y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m. Let's put the value of y here, that is -2. Okay. So y cube, that is -2 cube minus 5 into -2 square plus 7 into -2 plus m. Okay. Now here value of this polynomial is equal to remainder, and remainder is given 50. So let's put that value. Okay. Now here, so we are knowing that cube of positive number is positive, cube of negative number is negative. So here cube of -2 will be -8. Okay. Now here 5 multiplied by, first we will find out the square of -2. So it will be positive 4. Now here 7 is positive multiplied by -2. Product of different sign negative. So 7 to the 14. -14 plus m. Okay. So here 50 is equal to -8. Now here -5 into 4, that is -12. 20 minus 14 plus m. So let's solve this. 50 is equal to negative 8 and negative 20. Okay, same sign addition. That is negative 28. Okay, sign of bigger number. Negative 28 minus 14. Negative 28 and minus 14. Okay, again same sign. Addition 8 plus 4 12 carry 1 that is 42. Okay, and sign of bigger number. Okay, plus m. Now we want to find out the value of m. Keep the m here only and let's transfer this negative 42 to the LHS. So as here it is negative, its sign will change. It will become positive is equal to m. Therefore m is equal to 50 plus 42, that is 92. So in this way we got the value of m as 92. And here we can use the remainder theorem. Okay. Now dear students, let's use the factor theorem to solve the example. So for that we have a question. Use the factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is the factor of polynomial x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. We have to check that whether this x plus 3 is the factor of this polynomial or not. Okay, without doing the division. Okay, so here we learn that when we can say the divisor is the factor of the given polynomial if the remainder is 0. Okay, so here also by the factor theorem, if x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3, then the value of polynomial should be 0. Right? Value of the polynomial is 0, it means remainder is 0. Okay, and if remainder is 0, it means this x plus 3 is the factor of the given polynomial. Okay, so let's check that. Now here let's write down the polynomial in x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3. Okay, so here we'll put the value of x as a negative 3. Why negative 3? Because divisor is x plus 3. Okay, so it's opposite. Positive 3 is there, so its opposite will be negative 3. That's why here we have to put the value of x as negative 3. Okay, let's put that. So x square, that is negative 3 square plus 2 into negative 3 minus 3. Okay, square of negative number is always positive. So square of negative 3 is positive 9, then positive 2 multiplied by negative 3, that is negative 6. Product of different side negative, and this minus 3. Okay, now here 9 minus 6, that is 3, positive 3, and again minus 3. So we get 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay, so here after putting the value of x as negative 3, we got the value of polynomial as 0. It means if the value of this polynomial is 0, it means remainder is 0. And as the remainder is 0, it means this x plus 3 is the factor of this given polynomial. Okay, therefore here this p in bracket negative 3 is equal to 0. Therefore x plus 3 is the factor of which polynomial? X square plus 2x minus 3. So in this way, by using the factor theorem, we can decide whether the given divisor is the factor of the given dividend polynomial or not without doing the division. I hope the solution is clear to you. Now students, let's see one more example. So here we have a question. If x minus 2 and x minus 1 upon 2 both are the factors of the polynomial nx square minus 5 plus n, then show that m is equal to n is equal to 2. Okay, now here for this polynomial there are two factors given. Okay, and we asked to prove this. Okay, so as the two factors are given, so let's put the value of one factor in the given polynomial. Okay, so here the polynomial in x is equal to nx square minus 5x plus n. So now first we will take the divisor x minus 2. Okay, so as we take the x minus 2 as a divisor, then the value of x will be positive 2. As here minus 2 is there, so we will take the x as 2. Okay, so let's put this x as 2 in the given polynomial. Okay, so here n x square is there, that is 2 square minus 5x is there, that is 5 into 2 plus n. Now here square of 2 4, 4n, 5 to the 10 plus n. Okay, now here it is clearly mentioned that this x minus 2 is a factor. So as if it is a factor, it means that the remainder is 0, right? It means the value of this polynomial is 0, right? So according to that, by factor theorem, 4n minus 10 plus n is equal to 0 because it is a factor of the given polynomial. Okay, so let's give it as a equation 1. Now take the another divisor, that is x minus 1. Okay, so divisor x minus 1 upon 2. Sorry, x minus 1 upon 2 as a divisor. Therefore value of x will be, so here in negative it will be positive, that is x is equal to 1 upon 2. So let's put this value of x in the given polynomial. Okay, so polynomial is nx square minus 5x plus n. So here put the value of x square as a 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 bracket square, n into bracket 1 upon 2 bracket square minus 5 into x, that is 1 upon 2 plus n. Now here square of 1 only, so n into 1 n upon square of 2 4 minus 5 upon 2 plus n. Now here also this x minus 1 upon 2 is a factor of the given polynomial, right? It means that the value of this n upon 4 minus 5 upon 2 plus 4 is equal to 0, right? As it is a factor. So here what we'll do, we'll try to cancel this 4 and 2. For that, let's multiply by 4 on both sides. So if we multiply by 4 on both sides, so this 4 will cancel, we'll get n only. And if we multiply here by 4, so here 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, we'll get 5 multiplied by 2. Okay, plus here also 4 into m, that is 4m is equal to 4 into 0, 0. Okay, now here n minus 5 twos are 10 plus 4m is equal to 0. Let's give it as the equation number 2. Okay, now here from first and second, both are equal because both are the remainder of the same polynomial, right? So here after putting the here from first and second, these both are equal. What is the first? 4n minus 10 plus m is equal to, second one is n minus 10 plus 4m. Okay, now here bring the like terms together. We'll bring the terms with the n in one side and terms with the m in other side. Okay, and here negative 10, it will get cancelled. Okay, so here 4m, this n is positive, it will become negative. Similarly 4m to the RHS 4m, this positive m is there, it will become negative m. Okay, so 4n minus 1n, that is 3n, and here 4m minus 1m, that is 3m. Okay, so here also this 3 will cancel. What will get? N is equal to n. So let's give it as a equation number 3. Okay, now here what we'll do, this n is equal to n. We'll put this value of n as m in the equation first. Okay, so let's write down the equation first. That is 4n minus 10 plus m is equal to 0. So here instead of this n, we will put the m. So 4m minus 10 plus m is equal to 0. So here 4m plus m, that is 5m, and this negative 10 is there. So as we will transfer it to the RHS, it will become positive. So here we will get 5m is equal to 10. Therefore, this 5 is multiplying, it will divide, so we will get the value of m as a 2. Okay, let's give it as a 4. Now here in the third we said n is equal to m, and we got the value of m as a 2. It means that the value of n is also 2. So from third and fourth we can say that n is equal to m is equal to 2. And that only we asked to prove that n is equal to n is equal to 2. So in this way we had proved this. Okay, I hope this solution is clear to you. So dear students, in this video we learn the remainder theorem, then factor theorem and value of the polynomial. Okay, so I hope all these things are clear to you. Thank you.